Okay, Acrylic Pouring Community, we need to talk. All right, now, this is just day 2 of me beginning to get into acrylic pouring, and I feel like I've been lied to. I mean, really, I feel like all the videos that I've seen, nothing compared to what happened to me in my last video. If you haven't seen the last video, you got to go back and you got to see what I went through. It was horrendous. It was terrible. It is definitely my flip cup disaster, and I haven't been asleep since it happened. It's just, you got to see it. I tried my best. It was my second acrylic pouring painting. The first one came out, it was okay. Then I tried to do a flip cup. The first one was a tree ring pour, came out all right. And then the second one was the flip cup, and I was trying my best. It looked good when I did the flip and I pulled the cup up. It looked pretty good, but where it went from there was a train wreck. It was a train wreck. So there's a couple things that we got to talk. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest, and we just need to talk. All right, so there's a lot of things that went unsaid. I found that when I finished last night, there was one thing that would not leave me alone. Everywhere I went, it went. And it wasn't a thought. What it was the smell of silicone. Silicone. This stuff stinks, and once it gets up your nose, you can't get it out. No one said that on any of the videos. No one warned me. There was no disclaimers. Literally, when I took my shower, this is the first time in my entire life that I actually washed the inside of my nose like I was washing my hair. I mean, I was trying to get the smell out of my nasal passageway. You know, it says 3-in-1. You see? You know, it says 3-in-1. You know why it says 3-in-1? Because it takes 3 senses and it makes it 1. 3 senses. Okay, so as soon as you smell it, sense number 1, it's there. And it's in your nose, which means that it's in your mouth, so you taste it. That's sense number 2. And sense number 3 is all you see is silicone after that. Everywhere you look. I saw, let me calm down. Whew. I saw cells everywhere I looked, but on my paintings, okay? They were outside of my driveway as I was getting in the car to go to church. There was a puddle of water that had oil in it, and little cells were in there, but not on my painting. Okay, so I just need some help. I feel like I was abandoned at my greatest time of need. Okay, I needed guidance and I need encouragement. I need encouragement to continue because I can still smell the silicone in my nose. Oh. And there was a lot of things going wrong. I mean, literally, that painting was so bad. I tried my best. It was almost like doing surgery on a person that's bleeding out. Blood is everywhere. And it started muddying up. The more I tried to fix it, it muddied up. And I tried to do different techniques to get it to work, and even that didn't work. And my work area just got all muddy everywhere. Paint was everywhere. Paint on my glasses and paint on my LG pad, and it was painful. And so I wanted to shoot a video because I was determined not to fail. That painting messed up on me, but I said, there's got to be a technique. There's got to be a way to fix it. And I kept trying. And in the midst of me feeling like I'm almost there, I put a piece of plastic down and I pulled it up, and it looked almost like it was something. And I was like, great. Then I looked at the plastic. You got to see the video. I looked at the plastic. I said, oh, wow, that's nice. And when I went like this, it touched and scraped the picture. So it messed it up again. And then to top it all off, this is the cherry, my phone cut off. So the video ended right there. But guess what didn't end? My attempts to fix that painting. There was no way in the world that I was going to let my second acrylic pour painting be a horrific monstrosity. I don't know if you've ever been there. I don't know if you guys can feel me on that. I don't know if you quite had a piece come out the way mine did. You got to go back and look at my flip cup disaster. You got to. This one right here is what I'm going to call my flip cup miracle. Okay, this is my flip cup miracle because I kept going and kept going. I literally have not been to sleep since 7 a.m. yesterday. Okay, call me crazy. Okay, but it's the truth. So let me tell you what happened. I started flashing back in my mind all the videos that I've seen, and I'm looking at that ugly picture, and I'm going, okay, there has to be a way to fix this. So I looked over, and I saw I had paint left in some of my cups. I'm like, okay, and I started thinking, what have I seen happen in the past that others have gone through, and how did they fix it? And I said, okay, what they did was they used the disaster as a background, and then they took the new paint and they poured it on top and made something new. And I said, I am going to try this. This is the last bit of paint, and I'm not mixing any more paint, okay, because that's not an option. Okay, it takes too long to mix all of the paints to get them fluid enough to work. So I had to work with the paint that I had. The good thing is I had the primary colors. I had the red, the blue, I had the yellow. I had a little bit of purple, and I had turquoise. And you guys know how I feel about turquoise if you watched any of my videos. Okay, so anyway. So I said, okay, I am going to give this a shot. I'm not going to give up. I'm not a quitter. I'm a fighter. Okay, so I'm going to do this. And so what I did was I saw in past videos what they would do is make different kind of string designs with each color going different directions. I said, okay, I can do that. And I did that. Okay, and I said, so what do I do now? And I know that all my other kind of techniques weren't working in the last piece. So I got to change it up. It's got to be a new thing. And it came as if it came out of heaven. You know what it was? This tool. Guess what that is? Comes from a pizza box, right? I call it the table of glory. And you know what I did? I took this table, and this is how I used it, like this. And it started making the picture look good. And then I swiped it like that, and like that. And before I knew it, it was a miracle. It's a flip cup miracle. Do you want to see the picture? I know you do. I know you do. Here you go. Now, I'm going to show you the picture. It's just going to amaze you. But you have to promise that if you haven't seen the flip cup disaster, that after I show you this, you're going to go back and see what it was so you can appreciate what it is. It's important. All right. Okay. So anyway, let's see. Should I put the camera down or hold this up? Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold it up first, and then I'll take the camera and face it down. It's like every painting is like a child that you birth out of your soul. Okay, so it was important that I not let my child die last night. I needed to bring it back to life, and I needed to be beautiful, and that's what happened. So here we go. This is the picture that I created. It's my flip cup miracle. You ready? Ooh. Look at that. Look at that picture. Can you see it? Is it beautiful? Look at the colors. I just wish you could see up close. And there's some very unique things happening in this picture. Like there's a little spiral thingy right there in the middle. It goes all the way across. And it's multicolored. It's multicolored and it's a twirl. Multicolored twirl. Because the way I picked it up and went like that, and it just kind of twirled it in the air and it hit the thing. So let me put it down, and then we can take a look at it that way. All right, so here we go. As you can see, I'm excited about it because it gave me hope again. Because I was absolutely freaking out it wasn't last night. It was this morning because I was up to like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out how to fix it and haven't been to sleep. So there you go. Haha. So this is the painting that, thank God I created after the debacle. Look at this. This This is my heart bursting open. You see all of this? This is the mud that was created. Imagine this on this canvas. That's what it was. And to see what it is now, it is an absolute miracle. I mean, it is an absolute miracle. And I wish I could really show you in true, if you could see it up close, you know, you could really get a feel for what it looks like. But what is lacking in this picture, even though this is great, and there's some really good parts, like this part right here, like that's really beautiful right there. That's great. Of course, I like this like unicorn thing. This kind of tulip flower fold over thing is beautiful. There's some really unique sections in here. But although that's great, I put 3 drops of silicone, 3, in each of the color cups. The little crisscross, and I got no cell action, which was kind of crazy for me. I didn't know why that was happening. You want to hear something even crazier? You know where I got cell action? You want to see where I got cell action? Let me move this out of the way. Okay, this is how crazy my 24 hours has been. It wasn't on my first picture, and it wasn't on my second picture. It's on my board. It's the drops that fell as I was lifting things up. This right here has a beautiful cell in the middle, a little tiny one, and it's a nice little dot. All right, this one has a cell right there. All right, and there's other places on the board that I'm going to peel up and possibly use as a cuff link. I got to get with Hannah, get her to help me out. But anyway, so I just wanted to show you my flip cup miracle, and I wanted to encourage you, if you're a beginner, all right, and you've been following me and going through the tutorials, don't give up on your pictures. What I thought I was going to do is let it dry, paint it over white or black, and then just re-pour on top of it. That's what I thought. But when my phone cut off, when that phone cut off on me and dared to tell me I was done, like that's it, you can't do more. Oh, that was it for me. I was like, I'm going to work until I get this fixed. And that's how you have to be. When you're doing acrylic pouring, you just got to flow with it. You really have to flow with it. And you have to wait for it to start to form something and go with that. Don't force it, because that's what I was trying to do last night. I was determined to do 2 different techniques and to get it to look good so I could show the video of it and everything. And I was under a lot of pressure. And plus Hannah sent me her pictures of the 2 she did yesterday, which were beautiful. Okay, but Hannah's, you know, she's a professional. She's been doing it a lot longer than me. But still, I was like, okay, Hannah did 2. I want to get 2 done, even if it takes me 24 hours, which it actually did. Okay, crazy, I know. So, anyway, but I'm happy with what came of it. I'm happy with the turnout, and then the time that it's been sitting in there, it actually has already really dried, and I think it came out pretty good. I mean, I really am happy with kind of the flow of it and the look of it. The one thing about a picture like this is you just don't know how to hang it. Is it like that, or is it like this, or is it like that? I mean, you just don't know. I guess it's up to the person who buys it, or if no one buys it, it'll be me, and I'll put it on the wall any way that I like. So there you go. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to. I'm not pouring. I'm taking a break. That's right. On my second day, I'm actually going to take a break because I went through a lot in the last 24 hours, and I really want to like acrylic pouring and keep doing it like forever. And so I think it's important for me to just take a step back, regroup, and try to figure out why I didn't get sales in neither one of my paintings. And I'm thinking that maybe because I had the white on the bottom and the colors on the top, and the white doesn't rise through, it's heavier and denser, and maybe the color stayed on top. Maybe I should have had it where when I did the flip cup, I think probably what I should have done is left the cup on the board and then put white around it so that when I lifted it, the white will kind of cover it a little bit, and then the colors could kind of come through, and some of the silicone could kind of come through and all that. So, I mean, it's great that I'm like getting all this wisdom now, like all of a sudden it's coming back to me. Where was that? Like 4 or 5 o'clock this morning, okay? Nowhere. That's where it was at. It was nowhere. All right, so, but next time, I am definitely going to do it. Hey, miracle worker, get you a table of hope and glory and put it right there in your little stand so that it can be there to help you too with the new Steven swipe technique. Haha, that's what I'm going to call it. The Steven swipe technique, because that's my name, Steven. So anyway, thank you for watching my video. Look, please subscribe and then check the bell. And any new videos that come out that I have, you will get an alert about the video. And as you can see, I'm kind of a different kind of artist. I'm not quite all together like some of the people that I've seen because they're professionals and they know what they're doing. I don't. I am a beginner. I'm an acrylic pouring beginner, and I'm trying to help other beginners see everything that's going on so that if they hit a roadblock or if they go through some of the similar experiences that I'm going through, that they'll be encouraged. Because you know what? We're all going to get there together. Let's not get off the bus. Let's stay on the acrylic bus and just keep on going until we get to our destination. Hey, there's something else that I did. I poured the rest of my, one of my pours into my shovel, and it's creating a really nice skin, which I think I can use for something. So anyway, that's a good idea, is to take what's left and put it on something plastic that you can peel it off for a skin later. And that's the other thing Hannah said she did with pendants. So I'm hoping to get some understanding on how to do that as well. All right, so anyway, this is Stephen Walker. As always, my channel is called Pure Creation, and it was pure crazy last night, but I did create something, so I guess the channel kind of works, the name kind of works. But anyway, I hope you guys like my videos, and that you'll come back and you also comment and let me know that it's going to be okay, that I don't have to literally drown in my acrylic titanium white to death. I can recover, things are going to be better. Let me just center myself in knowing that this little puppy is a miracle. There we go. All right. God bless you guys. Have a good one, and I will see you next time.